you, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Hello. Good morning. Sorry about that, y'all. Good afternoon for most. Good morning for some. Hello. Come on in. Happy Tuesday. Yep, it's Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to everybody in the building. Y'all come on in here and get the lights up on the video. We got a show. Here he come. Come on, Jingle Bells. Come here. Let me take your chain off. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. I had to take Jingle Bell's chain off because he about to do what he do. How y'all doing? Come on in. We got a few things to discuss, you guys. It's a lot going on. Umar crazy behind, still on here begging. He said the bank still won't let him in. He said they don't know nothing. They're not gonna know nothing till Friday. He said, hold on. Girl, what in the world? I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, y'all. They say, come here, P. They say, they're not gonna know nothing until Friday about his bank. And then he said, look what he said. Friday, that mean Monday. Girl, that mean he need money. And I'm telling you, he not beating them but them addiction rumors. P, he just came from the groomer too. Come here, let me fix your thing. That's what took me so long. I had to get him from the groomer girl. He just always make it about him. It's always about saying, I'm just tired. But he say hey to the people, fresh out the groomer, fresh cut, Mr. Take Your Bitch. What's up? You feel what I'm saying? Anybody who would like to mate your dog, and it's a cute dog, like a good dog, not a chihuahua, really a good dog, please call me. Saint would like to get him a little if he could. You know what I'm saying? He's just a man trying to make it out here in these streets. So say hey to the people, P. Say what's up. Say what's up. You saw the people? Now who this is? I'm gonna call him back. Wait. All right, get down. All right, but yeah, Umar running around here. Girl, hold on. I got stuff going all over the place. I'm on live. What's up? All right, I'm gonna call you when I get off live. Yeah. All right. Bye. I'm sorry. If it ain't one thing, it's another, huh? Girl, look at that. It's just something every time you turn around. But anyway, Umar was on here still begging, talking about the bank told him it ain't gonna be until Friday, and he said that means Monday. So he was standing outside in front of the school. He was standing outside in front of the school asking for more money, and we'll get into that. The lady who's suing Ochocinco and Shannon Sharpe, she spoke out, and I'm with the lady. The lady said she been asking them to chill. They didn't want to chill, so it is what it is. We gonna get into that. Dez Bryant is thinking about suing Nicki Minaj. Now, I didn't know when we got off the live that she was around there asking Dez Bryant to fight her husband, Prince Petty. She must think because he went to prison, he know how to fight. See, I get it. She watched the movies like me. But girl, you about to get your husband beat up, put back in jail, and you about to get sued. It's not making sense. I need all the barbs to gather around. We need to have a community meeting at this point in time. At this point in time, I need all the barbs over here. We need to have a community meeting because you know what they say, each one teach one. And they said the village is as strong as the people in it. So we gotta gather around and see what we're gonna do about this. Something is wrong. Then we're gonna get into Diddy obviously being denied bail, and then Ming Lee spoke out about the situation with Chantel. So I need y'all to get in here and get the likes up on the video. But before we do that, I have a treat for you. Yes, I do. You know, At some point in time, they say you don't go nowhere without bringing gifts. Okay, so I figured I'll give you guys a gift. It's a gift that continues to keep on giving, even though we don't want it for some odd reason. I don't know what this is about. Hold on, I don't know why let me pull up another. Hold on one second, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. So while I'm looking for this, we can start with something else because I don't want to hold up no, I have to go here. Shoot. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why this computer does this. I really don't know. Let me try it over here. What in the world? Why is my story not popping up? Like, is it me? Why is my story not popping up? Y'all give me a second. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry to put y'all on a commercial break this early, but I got to do it right quick. Give me 1 second. I'm coming right back. Give me 1 second.
Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again.
Giving you the ID, I showed it to you.
So what?
I showed you the ID.
You do what?
I showed you the ID.
Could you let me see the ID again? Huh?
No.
No? Will someone else ask him for the ID? Will you ask him for it? He won't let me see it again. You didn't see it. You didn't see it. They didn't see it.
Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Goddamn, shorty so fine. Like a treadmill, she be running through my mind. On that booty, she got a nigga geeking. Having fantasies of me and her, can that be squeaking? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Shorty got that hair like Rapunzel. Make a nigga fall in love like dominoes. Jupiter booty, can you twerk some? Hey, Jupiter booty, can you twerk some?
Niggas put that Buddha while we cooling up and hooting. You know how we do this. The old school trooper. Smartest. We smoother than the smoothest. The hardest, the rulers. They can't get through us.
Shorty got that booty.
Can you guys hear me? Sorry. I had to get out the whole thing. I don't know what's going on. Something is really going on. All right, one more commercial break, then we come right back, I promise. But I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this computer, you guys. One more commercial break. We are coming right back, I swear. One more. Be right back.
All I give is price drops.
Come on.
Searching for a non-stop.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, baby, tell me when my flight gon' leave.
You gotta.
Bags I got, just check them for free.
Oh, yeah.
And today, I'll forever be booking you.
Book. Come on.
Ain't nobody do it like Jet 2.
Jet 2, come on. Jet 2, come on.
Stays on my mind all the time.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I'll forever be booking you.
I gotta go. I gotta book that flight for the Lord. I gotta go. I gotta book that
right, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. I don't think y'all are mad at the commercial break, but I had to go. I don't know what's going on with my Instagram. It's being weird. Sorry about that, y'all. But anyway, we back. And we back outside. Now, I want to get into you guys a few things over here. I had it lined up if Instagram will work correctly, but it can't. So it is what it is. Oh, girl, get this off of here. Let's get into Diddy and his case, okay? Let's get into the show, you guys. Y'all get the likes up on the video if you haven't already. Also, subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get the channel to 50,000 subscribers. I don't think that's a lot to ask. So you guys, please subscribe to the channel. We do this Monday through Friday. This is the Morning Joce. I just help y'all get through your doggone work day. That's what this is all about, okay? Put your earbuds in or whatever, and be done with it. I got a few super chats. Let me read these super chats. Naya, thank you for the super chat. Says, hey, boo, it's my 25th birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Naya. Happy birthday, boo. Happy birthday, beautiful. I hope you have many, many more. 25. That's a dime. That's a good year, honey. Enjoy your day. Happy birthday. Just Lou, thank you for the super chat. Says, showing some love while I work and listen. You get it? Thank you, Just Lou. See, that's what the Morning Joce is all about. Put the earbuds in. Let's get to work, honey. But we gonna Joce all the way through. All right. I'm gonna Joce y'all through the work day. Why not? That's what this is all about. But anyway, so we're going to get started with Diddy. So Diddy had his bail denied. Now, he went up for a bail hearing, which is not his sentencing. His sentencing, I think the court date is still set sometime September, October. Please don't get me the line, but somewhere around that time. But as far as a bail hearing, they did request a bail hearing. And after his ex, Gina, was it Gina? Yeah, because Daphne is 50 baby mama. So after the other Asian, Gina wrote in a letter on his behalf. And then, of course, Cassie keep writing letters saying keep him in. The judge still decided that they would keep Diddy. They said, I didn't say it. They said that Diddy is still a risk and a threat. So they want to hold him in. He is remaining in jail for now. Okay. Now, I don't know. Let me go get the paperwork because that Meg Griffin lady be sharing all of it. Her, Megan Kuniff. She said Sean Diddy Combs will stay in jail. Judge Submaranian rejected his bail request today, even if the flight or danger requirement was satisfied. There are no exceptional reasons warranting a departure from what Congress has required. So this is what's going on for y'all. So basically, according to the law, the Mann Act, that law, that trafficking law, it has a mandatory jail sentence, right? Now, remember, the law is put in place specifically to target Black men who wanted to date lily white girls. That's what this is all about, all right, or whatever. Now they've extended it to even a little bit of the soy milk. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But either way, originally the law was based for Black men who wanted to date lily white girls and travel all across the town with them. Now, because that law was made back during a time when segregation and races were more obvious than today, the law was made where it was a mandatory jail sentence. So what the judge is saying is like, listen, I get it. It's kind of like messed up, but the law dictates that per this charge, you have to stay in jail. And what the judge is trying to say is, who am I to overturn what the law says? But that's crap, because we all know the judge do this all the time. It's just a way of them to absolve themselves of the, it ain't really me. It's just kind of like the law. Now, Black men, I told y'all, Black women, rightfully so, are not going to help y'all abolish this law. We are not going to stand by y'all to help y'all date clear women and dive in the milk pool. We're just not going to do it. So if Black men care about being able to have their lily white girls going all across state lines and things of that nature, you might want to check into it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you now, trying to get the collective of the community to stand behind Black men wanting to date lily white girls, it ain't going to happen. But either way, it is messed up. So that's what the lawyer is saying. I'm sorry, that's what the judge is saying because that law mandatory or carries a mandatory, I'm not going to overstep. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But it's all a bunch of bull. But as it pertains to Diddy, honestly, I don't know what this means. They say pardon. No, Trump said at first he was going to pardon him. He said he was thinking about pardoning him. And then Trump turned around and was like, you know what? I thought about it, and Diddy says not so nice things about me. So I changed my mind. Let me tell you something. Not just Diddy, Boosie too. Matter of fact, where he at? Not just Diddy, Boosie too. A lot of these celebrities, especially these black celebrities, they were all pro-left, 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 pro-left. They had you pro-left, pro-left. And just like the rest of them, as soon as the opportunity permits, they ready to jump ship because they never were pro what they were telling you to be anyway. They're puppets. That's what they do. Okay, so now when it's time to get in trouble, you have people like a Boosie up here hollering, "Come on, man, look into my case, Trump, man." No, you was over there windmilling and double dutching with the left. Now, what he should have been doing, because I don't understand why people act like Trump is the end all be all. What he should have been doing is getting into the bags of the people who he been dealing with on the left side and seeing what they could do. Boosie showed up at the doggone one of the things and everything, trying to get out of jail. And I forgot to put him on the docket, but since we're talking about it, let's get him on here. So now Boosie has just come out, and Boosie has told us that he done finally pled guilty to this gun charge. Now let me tell you something. This the gun charge that he had when he was in LA. And they said he was trying to get the security guard to take it. Now, I was told, because he got pulled over, just to give y'all a bit of the backstory. So Boosie was pulled over from in LA. One time he went to Los Angeles, and he had a gun on him. Boosie is a convicted felon. He's not supposed to have a gun on him. But being a celebrity, he can have security who has a gun on him. But the problem with it is, right, Boosie had the gun himself. So when the police pulled him over after they saw he was in town, they found the blicky, and Boosie was basically mad because the security didn't take the charge. Now, I heard that Boosie keep him a little young one with him to take the charge, and they said the little young one wouldn't take the charge. Let me say this. We all know that's what Boosie did in the past. I don't know if that's what he's doing now. I'm not at liberty to say. But we do know about Marlo, Mike, and all them other kids. Boosie keeps children, or he used to. Now, I can't say on now. He used to keep young juveniles around him to take charges for him. I don't respect that about Boosie. I don't give a damn how many hits he make. I don't give a damn how good of a father he is or seem to be. I don't like that he would use the youth to deal with the bull crap that he had going on. So when he got caught with this last gun charge, okay, they was trying to fry his ass because he was already a convicted felon. Now, Boosie got scared because he didn't know if there was enough morphine to, gawk or whatever. So he went to Trump and was like, "Trump, help me out. Trump, help me out." Trump ignored him, as he should. And not just Boosie, a lot of these celebrities, and I don't care what color they is, they all handkerchief turnkey Negroes. And I need y'all to learn that when they telling y'all how to vote every 4 years. Because see, y'all get caught up in the emotionalism of it all. These people telling y'all which way to vote, and most of the time they're not even voting the way they tell you to vote. They being paid, told what to do. So now when Boosie flipped the script and tried to get back on the Trump side, Trump act like he couldn't see him, as he should. As he should. So now that charge goes on. It hangs and lingers over Boosie's head. Now he's finally took a plea deal. Allegedly, they say he might be facing up to a few years. I'm not sure. 5 years, maybe. It says, "Just accepted a plea from the federal government on my gun case. I thought this case was over and I was going to get on with life, but God don't make mistakes. And I'm tired of fighting. Talking to my family, and this is the right decision. To all my fans across the world, say a prayer for your boy and go get the new album." So when he says that he thought the case was over, originally they dropped the case, but then the feds picked it back up, if y'all don't remember. Okay, so the states had it. I want to say the state had it. Either way, the case was had, then it was dropped, then it was picked back up. So he had been fighting the case, and he just, listen, people thinking it's just 2-3 years. Boosie old ass, and he got yellow eyes, he might not make it. You know what I'm saying? So this is a lot for Boosie, but I think he will make it. And Boosie, if he do 2 or 3 years, I think that he still made out good, because Marlo Mike ain't gonna have a life. All these other kids that he probably had around him ain't gonna have no other lives. I don't feel no way about Boosie. I'm just pulling him up to use him as an example of how these so-called celebrities that y'all think y'all cool with, y'all think that really care about y'all, giving y'all real advice, they be playing in y'all face. That's literally all they do. They really be playing in y'all face. And I hate that for y'all. I really do. But anyways, yeah, girl, get off of your bootsy boo. Yeah, I told y'all he struck my channel because I used an Instagram live from his. When I first got on YouTube, it's been up for that nigga ever since. That nigga struck my channel because I took an Instagram live. It wasn't even a doggone YouTube. It was an IG live. That fool struck my channel. I said, oh yeah. And that was when I ain't know no better. Got him, though. Got him. Don't worry about it. It's cool beans. It's cool beans. All right, y'all. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. Please, please, please get the likes up on the video. Now, I want to move on to let me see. We did Diddy deny bail. All right, let's get into Dez Bryant and no. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's get into Shannon, Sharpe Ochocinco. I'm kind of flying off a whim because my Instagram is not working correctly. And I don't know why. What in the entire, where's my story? I have it all lined up in my story. And I can't get it. Let me see if I can touch it here. Nope. I hate this. Anyways, let's get into Shannon, Sharpe, and Ochocinco. So Ochocinco and Shannon Sharpe are in trouble. Well, Shannon was already in trouble, but I told y'all that Ochocinco is catching a stray. But I'm saying all that to say this woman who did the cherry challenge, is that what they call it? With Usher Raymond. Let me see what's the. So this woman did the cherry challenge, and I ain't gonna lie, she looked a bit hot. But either way, she Ochocinco and Shannon did a show, and they kind of reacted to the clip of her kind of losing it with Usher, and they were making jokes about her being married. Oh, she needs to stop. Oh, I wonder where her husband and what he thinks. All types of stuff, right? So the lady has sued them. Now, mind you, this is coming off the heels of Shannon Sharpe losing 20-some-odd million to the little OnlyFans girl. Now, a lot of people felt like the lawsuit was frivolous, but this lady has spoken out. And what she said makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna show y'all the video of that was in question for those who didn't see. But what the lady was saying was making a lot of sense. She said she had reached out to them on multiple occasions, asking them to take it down or to at least write the story, and they wouldn't. So she was like, screw it. Now she said she had filled out for this lawsuit. She said, but the way it was going was, they made her wait with her lawsuit. Now, this is the same thing happened with Cassie. I don't know if y'all paid attention when it come to Cassie. That dancer, the dark-skinned one who was doing all them art of dialogue videos, the one who's a really good storyteller, he was saying how he had sued Cassie, but they put his lawsuit on the back burner and on the side so they can prosecute Diddy on the Cassie stuff, right? Yeah, prosecute Diddy for the stuff that he did to Cassie. Now, this is what the lady is saying. The same thing happened with her in the situation with Shannon Sharpe. She had been filed the lawsuit. She's saying, but what happened was they kind of pushed her case to the side to get Shannon and the little Lily White girl's case out the way. So this is the video in question of her acting like she about to lose her mind. I ain't gonna hold you. I forgot I can't do the song. That's how I be getting that's how my videos be not monetized. But anyway, so this is the video in question. Now, she said she had reached out to Shannon Sharpe and Ochocinco on multiple occasions, telling them to take it down. This is not true. I am not married. Now, mind you, this lady's whole big thing is Shannon Sharpe and them went on national TV and said she was married. That lady said she is not married, and that messed up her dating life and her personal life, because not only did they blast her all over the internet, they lied on her. Now, ma'am, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna say nothing because that lady sued. I ain't gonna say nothing. Never mind, ma'am. You're right. But anyway, this the video that's in question. Y'all better stop lusting after these celebrities. What's gonna happen when y'all lust after a celebrity and you find out you get back there and it's like that? Look at God. Y'all better stop lusting after these celebrities. Lapita whackers don't even be working. And look at y'all. Lapita Bird don't even work. All cause there goes my baby. Look at y'all. Girl, Lapita Bird don't even stand up. Girl, go lay down, women. Go lay down. Y'all got to stop. But anyway, so look. Now, that was the video in question. Now, ma'am, you made yourself look a mess. But either way, now, the lady had said that she had been asking them to take it down and they wouldn't. So now, from what I'm hearing, they're saying that Shannon's lawyers are ready to just move forward with kind of like getting this over with and out the way. Like, hey, bro, like, let's just be done with this. Pay her whatever it is she's seeking. I ain't gonna say whatever it is. Pay her something to get her out the way and out the paint. Let's get into what the lady had to say as far as her side of the story. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Like I said, this lady said she been hitting them up and they would never respond. Check it out.
Yeah. You gave them an opportunity to even be able to retract it, just to apologize. You sent out emails, letters, you've spoken with people, the producers over there, everything, and still they chose not to take it down.
Absolutely. So when it all began, this is back in April, many people are just hearing about it now. And that shows I'm not into trying to get a media hit about this. It got picked up. I'm not even sure how. I'm not really talking about the nuts and bolts of the case, but this case is about Shay Shay Media. It's about Pink Deer, the production company that was not fact checking it, or if they did not care enough. I sent emails, I sent letters. Clearly they opened it, they responded because they made it private. They did not take it down, and it didn't take it down immediately. And even as of July 31st, things were still on ways to find it on their podcast, on Apple and their other mediums in which they do it. And this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Yeah. And right now, as it stands, there's no oversight.
All right. So remember I told y'all that it was alleged that this woman is a very educated lady, that she graduated her daughter out of a PhD in like high school. This ain't no stupid woman. This lady, again, it's not about being the most intelligent person in the room. A lot of times it's about having common sense, and everything she said made absolute sense. I reached out and told y'all, take it down. I reached out and said, hey, this is not true. She did the same thing that Cardi did to Tasha when you really look at it in the sense. Like, she kind of reached out before we went here like, yo, y'all need to chill. And they did it. Now, somebody pulled up there that they're not going to take it down if it's making money. That's absolutely right. But the problem is what happens if we get here and now she's suing, okay? And that lady is suing down to the ground as she should. According to this lady, she said that basically it caused her damage. And I told y'all too as well. It's one thing when you're already a public figure. Like myself, I can't get mad if somebody were to put me on some sort of TV show or some sort of internet social site and drag me down to the ground, good or bad. I wouldn't be able to say anything about that because I've already put myself out there as some sort of public figure. But you guys in the chat, you guys aren't, unless you're a content creator and you put yourself out there like that, you're not public figures. So it is not okay for me to out you. It's almost like outing somebody. I can't out you as a private citizen, okay? So I ain't gonna lie. She has a point. With what she's saying, if she asked them to take it down and they refused and they ignored her, they need to pay the lady her money. They need to pay the lady her money. And it just was, it would have been much easier for them to just leave it alone. You feel what I'm saying? But that's just me. Now we're gonna move on, you guys. Oh no, before we move on, I want to show y'all. So what's the boy name? Ochocinco and Shannon Sharpe are trying to make light of this. I don't quite know why, but they're trying to make light of this this whole situation. And they were on a podcast on the, what is the name of their podcast? Whatever their podcast is, they were on their podcast, and he was like, Ocho, you owe me $5,900, bro. You need to pay me, bro. You owe me the money, bro, because I need it. My pocket kind of light, Ocho. My pocket kind of light. Like, he's trying to make fun of it, but you can even tell when he laughed, he really messed up behind it. Check it out.
He ain't returned no calls.
On purpose.
Absolutely.
On purpose.
Absolutely.
To prove a point. What point he's trying to prove, I have no idea.
I run this show.
I'm gonna show.
I'm gonna pay. I'll pay you when I get ready, like you do me. Like you do me over $50.
Can I say, I have always adored dark-skinned men with pretty white teeth. But the turly teeth, y'all can't even see it, girl. My bad. Y'all can't even see it because I got to show y'all this. Y'all have to see this. I've always appreciated a man, a dark-skinned man especially, with pretty teeth. I love, girl, you want to melt me? Bring me an old black-ass nigga with pretty white teeth. But the turly teeth, they too big. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The porcelain, I mean, it's nice. I don't know. Every time I see it, I be thinking them people on Brett be thinking. I don't know. Let's move on.
Me?
You basically told me I'm gonna pay you when I get ready.
Oh no, I ain't say that. I mean,
no, your actions did.
I'm gonna take care of you, baby. I'm not Jerry. I don't like that comparison. Don't do me like that.
We come up on a year. It's a penalty for being late.
I got you. I got one thing about it. Right? You know what? I got you.
I need to see you got it, but I need to get it.
Right.
You know, pocket's light right now, Ocho. Pocket's light right now. Just say pocket's light.
That's why I love you. That's what I love. That's what I need. Come on back home. That's what I need. Thank you. That's the Shannon I need. Let's go. We gonna be all right.
Oh, for sure.
We gonna be all right. I'm telling you.
Ty Trippett said we gonna be all right.
We good.
And Micah said, "Will you back me in a corner?" Well, hell, I don't even be here no more.
Yeah.
Hey, if you think, I tell you what, if you upset, talk about I might not be here, I miss it, trying to reach out, Jerry ain't returning no calls.
So my question is he still doing Club Shay Shay? This is a genuine question because I know with a platform that size, you don't have to do interviews all the time. As a matter of fact, platforms that size, you rarely get consistent content because you don't have to. But I was just wondering if he's still doing Club Shay Shay. But as far as this pod that he has with Ochocinco, the laugh seems like let me laugh to maybe convince myself that everything is gonna be okay. And honestly, I kind of partially feel bad for Shannon. I do, because he's stupid. Some of us are just stupid. But either way, this nigga just lost. Like, his future was right here in his hands. He was going to gain more from the industry from doing a podcast than the 14 years he got damaging his body in the league. Like, do you understand? Like, it's almost like working at a job and slaving at this job for 14 years. And then one day some miracle happened, like the mean boss either gets fired or he dies. And then some angel boss comes in and was just like, you know what? We've been seeing you've been working hard. So what we're going to do is we're going to make your role this easy going forward. We're not going to stress you out because we appreciate your hard work. And right as you get ready to get on the road to good, easy work, something go left. Like, you're not going to tell me this nigga ain't in the fetal position at home crying when he think about how huge of a rug that was swept from under him. Because probably at least tens, if probably hundreds of millions of dollars in his future was just taken away from him. But the point I need you guys to understand is it was never his from the beginning. It never belonged to him. Kanye West should have taught y'all this from the beginning. Now, as it pertains to Shannon, when you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. I get it. Laugh. Y'all still got to work, pay your bills. It's cool. But Shannon, we all can feel the hurt in your laugh. We can see it in your posture. We can see it in your face. We can hear it in your voice, the cackling, crackling voice. Bro, it's all right. Because I ain't going to lie. I get on this bitch and cry too if I lost tens of millions of dollars. And wouldn't care what y'all say. Bitch. A nigga who ain't never been had tens of millions of dollars couldn't shame me for getting on this internet crying about losing it. You're damn right I get on here snotting and crying. Yes, I would. Y'all, you know what I mean? Like, man, look, it is what it is. But, you know, like I say, Shannon has to make better decisions. and he has to stop allowing his private area to rule his mind. A lot of men, unfortunately, do this. You'd be surprised the amount of men who'd risk everything they worked for one night, or some of them 5 minutes. You'd be surprised. Police, military, pastors, girl, you'd be surprised. The CEO, you'd be surprised. All the men, and I don't care what color they is, you would be surprised the amount of men who are willing to risk everything for some of them 5 minutes. Not all of them, but some of them 5 minutes. I'm just telling you what I know, not what I think. I told y'all the nastiest individuals I ever met were pastors. That's all I'm going to say. So I don't look at them like y'all do. Let's move on. I don't see him the way y'all see him, but I never did see him like that no way. So it really made sense to me. You get it? Let's move on. Now, girl, I want to get into Ming Lee and this girl here. We got rid of that one. Let me say this with Ming Lee. So, just to kind of give y'all a heads up, y'all know Chantel Christie ended up putting her hands on Jackie Christie, who's her mother, and Jackie Christie almost knocked her face off, but she ended up just giving her a nice little bop, enough to tell her stop playing with me. Now, on the show Basketball Wives, Chantel Christie decides to come on the show to basically embarrass her mom. She wanted us to believe that her mom was like this wicked witch of the West, horrible, disgusting human being, but we couldn't see it because Chantel was just so disgusting to and about her mom. So much so, Chantel allowed her friends to call her mama all type of bitches, to yell and scream and get into it with her mama, all types of stuff that us in the Black American community would never allow. As a matter of fact, it was so cringe for most of us to watch. We were all freaked out about it. Like, we were all like losing our minds. And then I saw that Chantel did an interview with Carlos King in which she took zero accountability. She mentioned accountability, but she didn't take any. And the reason I'm saying that is because, yes, she mentioned, yes, I was wrong for bop. But when it come down to her saying, I need to apologize to my mother for X, Y, and Z because I was wrong for this. I should apologize to the viewers because when I went back and looked at it, I understood that as a viewer, I would have looked at that and been like, no, she never took the accountability. She mentioned taking accountability, but she never really took it. So long story short, then I went back and watched what's his name? Dustin? Is that his name? I don't know this guy, handsome young man. I was watching him, Carlos King, and Claudia. I was watching Clawfoot put her claws on top of the microphone to tell us her little 1-2 yin yin. Talking about y'all were just looking for blood. That's the problem. You guys were just looking for blood. Well, tap into the black side, Clawfoot, Claudia. Tap into the black side of your family. Exit the clear side, and I need you to tap on the black hand side of your family and understand what we're trying to say. This is so abnormal in our community. When we saw this heifer even think about putting her hands on Jackie, when we saw this heifer even raise her voice, when we saw her call her mama Jackie, do you understand the triggers inside of us as Black Americans, especially Black American women? And let me be clear. Let's really be clear. We have the worst tumultuous relationships with our mothers. We do. I don't know about no other culture, but I can speak about Black American culture. When it comes to Black American women, a lot of us, more than we should, but a lot of us have horrible relationships with our mama. But even us with the most horrible relationships with our mama, with the most horrible things our mama done did, we still ain't about to get on nobody's platform and disrespect her, put our hands on her, and we damn sure ain't about to let our friend get on here and say nothing to my mama, especially calling her no type of bitch. And what Chantel did was she allowed Brittany, the little other half and half who need to tap into her black side, she allowed her to call her mama a bitch. And see, at that point in time, if I was a sibling or somebody, I'd have took my sister's whole head off the shoulder, because regardless of what you and your mama got, that's one thing. We could deal with that. But what you're not gonna do is have your regular ass little friends, your little pissy tail ass little friends, drag my mama, calling her all type of bitches and hoes. And that's why the audience wanted accountability. Yeah, we wanted blood because this is abnormal. It's soaring to our eyes. It hurt our eyes when we watched it. You damn right we wanted blood. You damn right we wanted her to get her little mellow yellow ass on this doggone platform and cry, snot and cry. We wanted her to snot and cry and get on here and say, I'm sorry. I should have never put my hands on my mama. Regardless of, yeah, that's what we wanted. Yes, Clawfoot. You're damn right that's what we wanted. You guys just wanted blood. Get out of the Karen and tap into the Keisha, bitch. Yes, we wanted her to get on here and cry. Because I tell you what, if she was family, if this was a family situation, and this was my auntie and my cousin, and I watched my cousin put her hands on my auntie like that, you're damn right I'd have jumped in and snatched her up, unless the mom and them go back and forth like that. But if they don't normally go back and forth like that, and I watch my little cousin do like that and curse my auntie out and have her friends and whoop, you're damn right me and my cousin gonna get into it. Because we don't play like that. We don't. And shout out to the brother Dustin. He was the only one who was honest enough to give the good critique. Shout out to the brother Dustin. And he was very respectful. I got to learn how to do like him and Mims. Very respectful, very cute, very nice, very demure, very, I just don't think that this is right. Because see, I'm an ignorant bitch. I'm going to get on here and say, girl, Jackie should have mopped your ass, bitch. That's what I'm going to get on here and say. But I'm going to learn or whatever the case may be. But either way, long story short, because I went off on a tangent. Ming Lee was one of the people on the show. Now, Ming has since apologized to Jackie because Chantel lied and told Ming, Evelyn, and Brandy that Jackie just hauled off and hit her out of nowhere. Mind you, Chantel hit her mama first. Okay? So, yeah. Chantel went back and told those girls that Jackie just hauled off and hit her. Now, we all know Jackie bad shit crazy. Ain't none of us slow, but we all know that Jackie don't just be starting nothing out the blue. And also, we saw it. So she went to Ming and those girls and told them a lie that basically Jackie attacked her, and that's why they took her side. But let me just say this before we get into Chinese Ming here, because I seen your mom, girl. I thought you was ablation. But this is another reason why y'all girls need to stop messing with y'all face. Unless her paw is Bruce Lee, something in the milk ain't clean. I seen her mom. No shade. Ming mom is just as black as my ass. So I'm trying to figure out how Ming became Asian. But neither here nor there. Ming, I don't buy this. Even though you came back and apologized to Jackie, let me say this to you, Ming. You don't get no points from me because you was trying to isolate Jackie. You was over there trying to Chantel. You should have minded your business, especially when we seen your mom. You know your mom done oopsed upside your head back in the day growing up because your mom looked like she didn't care about none of that. You feel what I'm saying? So you know good and well what's right and what's wrong and what people should and shouldn't do in front of their mamas. I get it, staying out of it, but that's what you should have did. Not just you, all of y'all should have stayed all the way out of it and let Jackie, like she said, deal with what she got to deal with her child. Period, point blank. Evelyn loved this. And let me say this too, and I'm going to get on with this little segment. Evelyn's problem with Jackie is Evelyn was the spicy Latina who was running Basketball Wives as a franchise. I'm going to give it to you straight. Get me up here. The reason why Evelyn was so happy that Jackie is going through this with Chantel and she eggs this on and she just yearns for Jackie's downfall is because Evelyn Lozada at the beginning of this Basketball Wives franchise, she was the face. She was the girl. Everybody loved her. This is back when Latinas was in and the light-skinned girls was popping. Like you couldn't tell Evelyn nothing. And then here come this nigga bitch, Jackie Christie, with a husband and a family. And they look happy. And they get married every year. And that franchise popping. And the girls love Jackie more than they love me. But wait, Jackie went crazy and they still forget. You get it? She couldn't, in my opinion, this is just what I believe. I don't know. Evelyn could not get past the idea that at the time when she should have been pedestalized and isolated to be the only queen, Jackie Christie still reigned. That messed with Evelyn. Jackie ain't never did nothing to Evelyn. If you really think about it, Jackie has never done really anything to Evelyn outside of calling her daughter the builder whore, but that was warranted. Outside of the builder whore comment, which was warranted, Jackie, by and large, don't do nothing to Evelyn. What would Evelyn have against Jackie? Mind you, Evelyn came to LA with the probably with the thoughts of, I'm about to take over this franchise. This gonna go from Miami, Evelyn running Miami, to Evelyn running LA, and it never happened. You don't think that messed with Evelyn? Jackie's still married. Evelyn still can't get a man. She done deduced herself down to scissoring now. Evelyn on here talking about carpet munching. How tired is your coochie? Have you patted so much to now you gotta get the girls to scissor on it? Make it make sense. I ain't never, you feel what I'm saying? Have you hit it so hard to where it don't work no more? I'm of confusion. I'm of several layers and levels of confusion. But either way, the point I'm making is that's the only thing I could think of, because by and large, Jackie does not attack Evelyn. As a matter of fact, most of the time, Jackie is responding to Evelyn. I'm telling you, that's what this is all about. She cannot take it. And that's why she was eating it up. Loving the fact Chantel saying, oh, things aren't good with my father. Oh, I'm going to call my dad. I'm going to call my dad. What do you mean? I'm going to call my dad. And let me say this too, because I heard her mention the East Bayou comment. So I heard people saying this East Bayou is East Bayou. Let me tell you something, girl. I get it. That's your daddy. But he was your mama's husband long before he was your daddy. He ain't going to choose you over his wife. Whatever it is him and Jackie got going on, Jackie done secured and solidified herself enough to make that man walk down an aisle and redo the vows every year. No matter who you believe Jackie is, that is not the lady that man see, and that ain't the lady that man sleep with at night. So no matter how you feel about my daddy, what you probably realize out of this situation is that's still his wife, his better half, his rib, his significant other, okay? And he ain't gonna take just your side because you his daughter. At the end of the day, he has to live with that woman. He has to remain married to that woman. You think he's gonna take your side after you go home with your basketball husband and now he gotta have conflict in his house? Are you dumb? See, Chantel better watch out, because her churn, see what's gonna happen is her husband gonna take her churn side and then she's gonna really be sitting there looking stupid. Okay. Now let's get into a little bit of what Ming Lee had to say. But Ming, like I said, Ming don't get no pass from me. Ming, girl, you a day late, dollar short, but we'll entertain it.
I want to say I do stand on my apology to Jackie. I feel like I owe Jackie an apology for, one, not staying out of people's business, like family business. I should have just listened and said nothing, because my problem with Chantel is that you lied. Like, you came down to that room after the altercation and you manipulated me. I don't know if Evelyn and Brandy felt manipulated, but watching it back on TV, I felt like I was manipulated, and I felt like I have spoken to you after the incident. I reached out, like you said, in your Carlos King interview. I've texted you and checked on you, and at no point did you say, hey, remember when I said that my mom just punched me or pushed me? It was because she didn't. I actually pushed her first. So I just felt like at some point you could have corrected their narrative. Like, we went from my event, it was like 3 weeks from Hawaii to my event. At no point did you say, hey, I pushed my mom first. And I know that you at some point found out, because you even said that your dad was requesting to see the footage, and he wanted to see who was telling the truth because you had your side of the story and your mom had her side of the story. And so once you found out the truth, you never told us. Now, granted, I do have a very rocky and, you know, not so normal relationship with my mom, and always have. So I've always understood your point of view.
Mm-hmm.
But at no point could I push my mom and not be knocked into the middle of next week. At no point could I push my mom, hit my mom, and live to do an interview with Carlos King. Let's be very clear, okay? Like, very, very clear. And my mama takes it there. Like I told y'all when I met y'all, I could do Jackie in my sleep. Because if you know my mom, Vicky Vic, you know she is, okay? She one of them. And my mom has gotten into it with all of my friends and cussed them all out, okay? All of them. I just posted the other day when my friend said, remember when your mom threatened to beat my ass? And if you think for 1 second that any one of my friends could ever disrespect my mom in front of me, no matter if me and her arguing or not, or no matter how many conversations I have with my friends about my mom, about my frustration, you think that the next time my mom is in their presence that they can call her a bitch? Absolutely not. Because now that's still my mama. She still gave birth to me. She got into it with one of my really good friends, Brittany, in my apartment for 4 hours. She cussed this lady out for 4 hours. And all I kept saying to Brittany is, yo, just don't say nothing. Like, she gonna get tired. She gonna lay down. And like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean? But you think I would let Brittany call my mama a bitch in front of my face? No. But what you do and how you handle your trauma is, that's your thing, right? And even in my confessionals, I said, would I have done what you did? No, I couldn't, and still live to talk about it. How you handle your traumas is how you handle your traumas. And yes, we did have a bond. Yes, I am a girl's girl, and yes, I am cool. But also, too, unlike you, I can take accountability for when I'm wrong. And Jackie, you know what I mean? Jackie is Jackie. So if you know Jackie, you know Jackie. And just like I tell people, you know Vicky, you know Vicky. But at the same time is I was manipulated. Like I felt manipulated and I felt lied to. Like that's just the bottom line. And at no point did you clear up to any of us that you lied. And I talked to several of my castmates that have the same sentiments like, yeah, Jackie a motherfucker, but we was lied to. You got Evelyn in a room crying. You know what I mean? Everybody hurts heavy thinking like she just hit you out of nowhere for nothing because you trying to speak to her when that's not what happened. And then watching the season and seeing how y'all even interaction is and how angry you was. And granted, we didn't know the backstory. I for sure didn't know the backstory. This is my first season. So I didn't know the backstory. So
but that's even more reason for you to mind your business. Let me let her finish.
I don't know your traumas. All I see is that you are pissed off at your mom, which I'm pissed off at mine too. So I have childhood traumas too, a lot of them. I'm not sitting around. I wouldn't even go on national TV with my mama to be sitting around week after week calling her goofy and bitches and like that's just not. I wouldn't do it. But if that's your relationship, that's your relationship. Because I cuss around my mama. Like, you know what I mean? But I would never let my friends be calling my mom no bitch. That's me though. That's
Ming going off. Let me say this. It's a few things. First of all, the fact that Chantel called her daddy and he told her that he wanted to see the tape. Do you know what that tells me about Doug? That means when Chantel came to Doug and told her daddy, mama hauled off and mopped me, in Doug's mind, you know what he said? I know my wife and I know my child. I know anything can happen with both of them, so let me see the tape. Now, when Doug saw the tape, and according to Ming, she said she asked the editors, was any of this edited or was it all played through? The editors told her there was no edit. It was all played through. And as you can see, Chantel was the aggressor the whole time. What it sounds to me was like when Doug saw the tape, he realized like he probably thought off the rip, my daughter is here with that bull crap. Even though my wife with the bull crap too, it's my daughter starting and initiating it. So let me go see the tape. And once he saw it, he probably told Chantel, go sit your crazy ass down somewhere. And as a matter of fact, you need to probably apologize to your mama. And I'm pretty positive Chantel is livid behind that. Okay? And let me tell you why. Because Chantel's only saving grace when it came to Jackie was the only thing that she loved the most, which was Doug. And in this situation, if Doug did not take Chantel's side fully, meaning he didn't go up to Jackie and say, how dare you do this to my child? You're a disgusting human being. Chantel was let down immediately in the moment. And at that moment, she realized, I'm on this island. I don't have this support that I thought I had. But then I would ask, why did she ever think she had the support? Because if, according to her, the life she lived, he's never been there to protect her, according to what she said. At the end of the day, this is what people have to understand. That is still that man's wife. Yes, you are his child. Yes, he loved you. Yes, he cared about you. Yes, he would lay his life on the line for you. But you don't think he feel that and then some for the woman he married 20, 30 years ago? Think about it. We got to be logical about this. This is a couple, regardless if they fought the whole time. They've been together 20, 30 plus years, bro. You think that man ain't riding with his wife? Y'all got to be realistic and logical. Come on, man. I'm 42 years old. My mom and daddy been married for 42 years. You think I'm going to get one of them to choose me over one of them? Y'all crazy. And it's my real blood mama and real blood daddy. You think I'm going to get one of them to go against the other one for me? And I'm 42 years old and they've been married for 42 years. But when you understand the dynamics of a real marriage and a real relationship, if Chantel understood that, she wouldn't even came at her daddy with that. Because she would have, even I get it, going at him to kind of talk to him or whatever the case may be. But if she understood the true dynamic of true love and true relationship, she would have never even came at her daddy like that. Because even if her daddy don't pick a side, he's not going to go against his wife. That's the point. Even if he don't choose your side, even if he don't choose Jackie's side, what he's not going to do is go against the woman he got to lay in the bed with every night. Y'all got to get off of Instagram and get into real life. You see what I'm saying? See, real life don't dictate the way the internet do. That man, he ain't never going against his wife, but that's good for Chantel. That's good for her ass. And now she knows that hopefully she have this bond with her husband, because when, not if, when her time comes, hopefully, Chantel, because I feel like you might be watching with your little yellow ass. Hopefully you build a bond that's close with your husband so that when you deal with this with your kids, you ain't got to worry about whose side your husband gonna choose. Because see, Jackie already put her line in the sand. Jackie already got her husband, and he already know what he got to do. Jackie has done all the work she need to do to where she know where Doug gonna stand, and Doug know where Jackie gonna stand. Now you say your husband play overseas and he don't ever be home. My thing is, what you need to be doing is trying to make and build a bond with that husband of yours before one of them churn drive a wedge through y'all and have a new stepmama by the time you say good evening. But let me let this girl finish so we can move on.
That's me. And that's what you want to do. I'm not judging you on that. But you can't be mad at me because I apologize for feeling manipulated about a situation that I felt one way because I thought the facts was the facts. And then after seeing it.
And can I say this too? Can we normalize women stop saying they're girls? Any woman who tells you she's a girl's girl, you should automatically not trust her, because women are not girls. By nature, we don't like each other. I'm going to be honest. All this, I'm a girl's girl, you're lying. As a matter of fact, you're fake. I don't trust you. There's no such thing. As a matter of fact, women are in competition with women 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I don't give a damn if it's about hair, clothes, shoes, Instagram, a nigga. We ain't any woman who get on here hollering, I'm a girl's girl, immediately, bitch, I don't trust you. Because you're a damn lie. You a goddamn lie. Ain't no such thing as a girl's girl. Women do not like other women. They don't. Now, you can lie to yourself and tell you that women like other women, and you're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble. But women do not like other women. Period. Point blank. Okay? Now, if you do, kudos to you. Just keep your head on a swivel. Somebody going to mess over you like that. Back to what this girl was saying.
And asking production, was that edited? Was that scene edited? Like after asking, was that scene edited or was it rolled straight through, and found out that it was rolled straight through? I said, oh, I was, you know what I mean? Like at some point I just feel like you think I owe you an apology. I feel like you owe me, Brandy, and Evelyn an apology. That's how I feel. I feel like you owe us an apology for walking down that hallway and coming to us and lying. You right. I totally agree. You should have went to your room and at that point it should have been, I don't want nobody else in my business, because it had gone too far. I think you owe me an apology. I think you owe Evelyn an apology, and I think you owe Brandy an apology for coming down there lying to us. And yeah, I like, okay, you want to follow me? Okay, cool. Like if you
all right, Ming, that's enough. Ming, get off here. Anyway, I said what I said about Jackie. It's just a matter of people understanding the dynamics of real relationships and stuff. It's just a matter of that. Did y'all see, this is real quickly, did y'all see that Juvenile, y'all know they kicked what's that boy named Turk off the tour, and he been over here doing all type of podcasts talking about how he's the star and all this type of stuff. And now BG over there, they done went picked up Jacquees, his head ass. They done went picked his head ass up. Now they trying to do an album. Can I say this? Juvie, thank God you have a classic album that ain't gonna never die. BG and Turk, go lay down. Jacquees, please. That's all I got to say for you, Jacquees. It was quiet without you. We don't want to hear nothing you talking about. BG and Turk, y'all equally trash. Go lay down. Ain't nobody going by the Turk album. Ain't nobody going by the BG album. I'm sorry, I gotta say that part. I'm so tired of you niggas going back and forth to see who's gonna be on the top of the trash pile. Both you niggas is trash. And I love both of you niggas, but both you niggas is trash. Juvenile, the only one gonna sustain a career. Nigga ain't trying to go hear no Joseph album. Nigga ain't trying to go hear no BG Holly. Why? What's jam? Nigga don't want to hear none of that ugly ass shit. Nigga tired, bro. As a matter of fact, nigga even tired of y'all going back and forth. Now, Turk didn't took you off the took you off the tour. If I was you, I would go on my own tour. And every time the show start, I pop out with my burst. You get it? I like them hot. The ones that don't tell me to stop. You feel what I'm saying? Let the audience finish, and then hit them with the Joseph. They gonna leave, but then hit them back. You feel what I'm saying? With the hot boys. I'm just saying, I'm tired of both of y'all niggas. I'm tired. Every time I turn around, Turk on this bitch looking like he just ate a full plate of food, talking about how, yeah, bro. Cause see what him, see when you the real star shit, bro. Niggas, I started thinking about, how a nigga came at me the other day. You feel me? Talking about some nigga wanted to give me a little something on the money. Nigga don't want to give me all my money. Feel me? Hey. So I told my old lady, I said, babe, what this nigga trying to do to me? You know what I'm saying? And my old lady, she went to high school. She graduated. See, I ain't graduated high school. And since my old lady graduated high school, she real smart. So I told my old lady, I said, babe, these niggas trying to play on me. What you want me to do, babe? And my old lady told me, go ahead on, just leave the tour. So I left the tour. But you know how they do to a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Man, nigga tired of hearing all that ugly ass shit. I am tired, Turk. I'm tired. Y'all only had 6 dates on the tour. Okay? Memphis, New Orleans, Nashville, or Jacksonville, Mississippi, and somewhere in Arkansas. Nigga, it's all good. You feel what I'm saying? I promise you, the Hot Boys will not be on the annual tour all over the world or America. It'll be fine. I swear to God. Get the new album. They say the album is good. I didn't hear it, but just go ahead and get the album and put it out so we can move on. I'm tired of him and BG. And Jacquees, you about to catch a straight because you in here. Go sit your little bitty, sit your little duck ass down anyway. And I'm tired. I'm just over it all. You know what I'm saying? We got too much going on. And these niggas talking about a tour. Nigga, it ain't no tour. It's a pit stop. Y'all niggas was going to every Buc-ee's here this side of I-10 and I-75. Y'all niggas was stopping at every goddamn BJ's you could to get out and do this concert. And you around here acting like they done kicked you off the Victory World Tour, like you was about to go on tour with Michael Jackson and all of them. Man, go lay, bro. Please. I'm tired of hearing it. You know what I'm saying? This nigga act like he was about to go, you know what I mean? Like he was about to go on a world tour. Nigga, y'all was going right up the street, come right back. Nigga, you was meeting them out there. You look, Turk and his old lady was driving to meet the niggas out there. Is this really a tour? Is this really a tour? Turk and his wife was getting in the car Friday night to go to the concert, girl. This ain't no tour. It's a visit. I'm tired, girl. I'm tired. And Turk's wife is a beautiful girl. Ain't she pretty? Fish and Bread says she went to community college. She's a beautiful girl. She's very pretty. Very, very pretty. But I'm just tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of them too. Them niggas old. We old. All that. Fuck. Nigga ain't come and see that tour. Shit. My nerves got bad right quick. Let's move on. So now I want to get into wait, it was something else. I saw Kaya got a new song coming out, girl. Huh? Go ahead on, Kaya. Let me find this. I'm so mad my story's not working. I hate that. I'm trying to find this story I was looking for. Oh man. Y'all give me a second. Let me look for this story. Get the likes up on the video, please. I'm sweating under my boobs. Ain't that the worst place to sweat? Titties just feel like they slipping and sliding, girl. For no reason. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. I wanted to find this story. I'm so sorry I'm unorganized. My Instagram isn't working correctly. Is this true? Can somebody help me out? Is this true? Now, this is what I don't like. I saw that Tiffany Haddish and what's the guy's name? Hollywood Unlocked dude, Jason Lee. I saw that they posted this picture, but they didn't kind of like say anything. And it's kind of implying that they are together. Well, we know they're not together, but at least they have a family. Now we know what's her name? Tiffany Haddish couldn't buy a man if she wanted to. If she had $1 million, she can. Nobody wants to be with her, so there's that. And then Jason Lee's a gay guy who probably always wanted a kid. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is even their kid. I know they kind of playing with the idea, like he putting bottles and stuff in the chat. I don't know. It's giving Brad and Judy tease, like they went made him a baby and picked them one out at the vending machine. But who knows? It could be not. I saw this and. Yeah, and she the last person need to be around babies, if you ask me. Because, girl, wasn't you just in that scandal? Girl, I'm just saying, she the last person need to be around babies. In my opinion. All right, now let's get into this Nicki Minaj thing. So, all right, I got more insight on the Nicki Minaj beef with Dez Bryant. So, allegedly, legend has it, this is what was going on with that. So, apparently, Nicki Minaj, like we said yesterday, did jump in a beef that had nothing to do with her. It was Dez having some dealings with the Rock Nation stuff with Jerry Jones. And why Nicki would jump in this, I still don't quite understand. And this is my thing. I understand that Nicki has issues with Rock Nation and Desiree Perez and all that stuff. But I really just wish that she would have just handled it legally than coming online bashing them, publicly. Now, up until recently, it was cool until Dez Bryant, the football player, was talking about possibly suing her. Now, a lot of people might feel like, well, that's not right. She's just saying her side. But these are the same people who were cheering on Cardi B when she sued Tasha K. So I'm wondering, where do we draw the line? Now, I don't think that she should be sued, but ultimately, the way she's been picking, it's just like, girl, what is this really about? So Nicki jumped in the beef with Dez dealing with Rock Nation and Jerry Jones, and then she started in with the Rock Nation stuff, talking about Dez Bryant booty be leaking. And then she started claiming that he allegedly beat on his mama. According to him, he said that's not true. He said, as a matter of fact, those charges were dropped. All types of stuff. And then the Barbs obviously came in and they wanted to send him threats and all. Y'all know how it goes. I really hate that these fan bases get to do that. I think that that's messed up, because at the end of the day, they don't understand when they queen be wrong. They don't understand when they queen be wrong. Nicki was 1,000% wrong for doing this. She really was. None of this had anything to do with Nicki. And I'm wondering, she must have been notified. Nicki had to be notified that, girl, you'll never work in this town again. Because the way she's been crashing out on people, it's like, I understand that Nicki would not normally be able to go in like that on record executives, even if it wasn't hers, if she was like, still steady in the game. She was still steady in the game. Hold on. I thought he was speaking facts. Okay, we'll get to that. So, long story short, she's going back and forth with Dez Bryant. These doggone Barbs are over there dragging Dez Bryant. She offers Dez Bryant to fight her husband. Now, this is my thing. Now, Nicki, Prince Petty, I get it. That's your man. Everybody believe they nigga could fight. Well, some of us do, okay? Some of us believe our nigga could fight if he have to. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But why would you throw your man in that cross? This is a genuine question. Why would Nicki throw her man in that cross? What if Dez Bryant really could whoop your man ass? And where he be at when you be on Twitter going in on everybody, talking about everybody family? I'm pretty positive that man probably in the back like, bruh, I know them niggas gonna bring me up because she keep bringing up boom, boom, boom. Like, I just don't understand. Like, I get it, you the breadwinner, but he not the man of the house. I mean, he wouldn't be the man of my house, but I'm just asking. Like, does he not step in and be like, bruh, chill? Like, Tuli said he be in her purse while she ranting. I know that's right. He really probably do, because I don't understand where he be at when she be throwing him in all of these crosses. So, okay, let's move here. So I want to show y'all one of the things that I think we talked about it yesterday. Hold on, let me get it. So let me share the screen with y'all. So Nicki and Dez Bryant, like I said, this has nothing to do with Nicki. None of this had anything to do with her. She inserted herself. And then when she inserted herself, at first, Dez was kind of playing it cool, but then Nicki started attacking Dez Bryant. And then when he responded, the Barbs jumped over him or jumped on him. And it was just like, but your queen started it. She going out sad, bro. Nicki going out worse than she thought Kim went out. I'm telling you. See how bad she thought Kim went out? Because remember, all Kim did back in the day, Kim did go on the Breakfast Club. Kim was very poised. She was very, articulate about why she don't like the girl. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Kim, but she still, in her music and with her bars, before they were barbs, she made it seem like, oh, she's just sour. She's just sick. She's just mad. But Nicki, whatever you thought Kim was, you looking 10 times worse. It's looking real bad for Nicki. Really, really bad. So now she accuses him of beating on his mama, and he turns around and tell her, girl, I know you ain't talking while you over there married to that sex offender husband of yours. So this what he said. Say, bitch, I didn't go to jail or touch my mama. I was offending myself. I removed her nails from my skin. Folks know I was dealing with some corrupt shit in Dallas. I don't get how you can even be on the internet with your husband being a sex offender. You said we are speaking facts, weird hoe. So come on. Now he posted this snippet of Nicki's husband being a sex offender. And let me say this. If I were a public figure as big as a Nicki Minaj, she is world renowned. Okay? Regardless if you like Nicki or not, she is world renowned. If I had been slow enough to marry someone who was a sex offender, you would not hear me say anything about anybody, because one of my greatest fears was that your response would be, I married the sex offender. Okay. On top of that, I have a kid who have to grow up under this sex offender daddy. I'm just terrified that you guys might throw that back in my face. So if I'm Nicki, I don't want no beef and I don't want no smoke with nobody. But Nicki has been such a bully for so long. Remember, Nicki has been a bully for so long that she forgot that her star power, although it still exists, is not as heavy as it was back then. And because that star power is now gone, you're vulnerable. See, Dez Bryant would have never been able to tell Nicki, what did he say? Say, bitch. He would have never been able to say that 10 years ago. Y'all know I ain't lying. 10 years ago, the Barbs would have found that nigga house and went got that nigga. You see what I'm saying? But Nicki's star power is fading. And the more she go online and crash, the more people ignore her and the more people are looking at her like, somebody go get her. Somebody go get her. Now, I don't know who pissed Nicki off. I don't believe it has anything to do with Roc Nation. I think Roc Nation is used. I think she's using it as a weapon. But I don't think that Roc Nation is the tell-all, be-all of what pissed off Nicki Minaj. But whatever it was, girl, you're going to make people really go in on you to the point where you crash out for real, for real. Like, for real, for real. Your time has came. You had 10 years, Nicki. Go lay down, bruh. Go rest as the queen that you said you was. The Queen album was trash. I ain't gonna hold you. But don't worry about it. I still went got it. I went got the Queen album. The last album I bought. It was trash. I ain't gonna hold it. It had some cuts on there, but it was trash. But no way, either way, shape, or form, you should have retired right there with the Queen album and went laid down on your throne as a queen. You supposed to pop out every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Like Eve. We don't even supposed to be knowing what's going on with you. We just supposed to see a random IG post every 6 months or every year. But you too busy wilding out because you throwing a temper tantrum like a kid. She over here throwing a temper tantrum like a kid. She really over here kicking and screaming because her time is up. It's just weird. But the way Dez hit that say bitch, if you didn't know Nicki's value before. Listen, do you think a Dez Bryant would ever tell Beyonce, say bitch? And I want y'all to really understand where I'm going with this. I want you to understand the level of the decreased level of stardom that Nicki has. Do you think a Dez Bryant would ever be able to tell a Rihanna, say bitch, and live to talk about it the next day? Or Beyonce, say bitch, and live to talk about it the next day? Hell, even what's that little girl name y'all like? The little black girl y'all like, who be with the feminism stuff. It's a lot of these people he would not be able to say bitch, and go on about his business. But Nicki Minaj, that should tell y'all a lot. That should tell you a lot. That should tell you a whole lot. Now, after he said that, they went back and forth. Nicki was like, you can fight my husband for $5 or $10 million. He accepted it. But then he turned around and said that he changed his mind. Well, not necessarily. He apologized for his behavior. Okay. This is what he said in response to her offering to fight her husband. He said, this is her. She says, I'm so happy you brought this up, because now she's responding to him saying that her husband is a sex offender. She says, I'll give you $10 million in cash if you come and fight him since you beat your own mom. He was lied on 31 years ago while both of them were 16 and there's no proof. And there's proof. That's why they couldn't get the money they desperately needed and sued for it. Now, you, on the other hand, was beating your mother as an adult. Bigfoot has a brand new weird case as an adult. Jay-Z dodging a paternity test that could prove he effed a teen as an adult. Desiree Perez beating her daughter and calling her black son-in-law a Nigger with a hard ER as an adult. Falsely had her own daughter institutionalized as an adult. Lied and said her child was on drugs as an adult. This tweet is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. She says, as a matter of fact, let me go call President Trump and ask for a pardon like Desiree did. It says, next, I'll get into the casino stuff. And it says, Dez Bryant's booty hole allegedly leaks as an adult. Should I start my story times now? The last part was unnecessary. Talking about Dez Bryant booty hole allegedly leak. So that's what he said, say, bitch, wooty, wooty, woot. Now, like I said, this post was so uncalled for. Now, she's offering $10 million for him to fight. And he says, I've been lied on my whole career, so I'm not trying to hear all of this shit. I thought we were speaking facts. I don't play all that funny shit. Go get that $10 million in cash. I'll stump that nigga out right in front of you, and it's rock for life, bitch. So, okay. Dez Bryant is signed to The Rock. Is that what we're doing? Is that what this is? Somebody put it in the chat. Because he said it's rock for life. Is that why she beefing with Dez? Is that why Dez caught the stray? Somebody help me out. Because that's what it sounds like. Because why would he say at the end, it's rock for life? Okay, yeah. Oh, thank you, Tasha Washer. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Girl, Nicki, go lay. Go lay. Now you about to set your liberty husband up to get his ass whooped. Because Dez Bryant might go fight. He might go fight. And Dez Bryant is 6'2". Girl, are you insane? Nicki, are you okay? Nicki, is you okay? Nicki, is you okay? Is you okay, Nicki? Somebody go check on Nicki. We need another wellness check. Where are the barbs? This is a genuine question. Somebody need to go check on Nick. You know what it is? Nicki she's a theater student. She thinks she this Nicki still. Nicki thinks she's still this Nicki. And even when Nicki was this Nicki, she wasn't that Nicki. Because this is fake. This ain't real. See, when Nicki be on here talking about Nicki the Barbie, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Harajuka Barbie, Nicki Minaj, Nicki, she be thinking she really all them people. She thinks she really all them people. That's what it is. Nicki thinks that this is the real Nicki. Nicki, girl, you about to get stomped out, girl. Them people about to beat you up, girl. Like Cardi almost did, allegedly. So then after this, y'all, Dez Bryant came back and said he was sorry. Let's get into Dez. Dez said he was sorry. He was out of pocket. He didn't say he didn't want the fade, though. He just said he should have never did that. He says, I'm not in the sphere of people crashing out on the internet. I don't bother people. I never do. I was just posting about my son. I left the devil win that time. I apologize to the kids who follow me because I care about setting the right example more than you know. By the way, whenever people bring up my past, I want everybody to stop and think for 5 minutes. You can make it through anything if you put your mind to it, no matter how big the battle is. No excuses, okay? So Dez had came out and said he didn't say he didn't want the fade. He just apologized to the kids. Now, I saw a barb under one of them shade room comments talking about he needs to apologize to Nicki. He needs to apologize to Nicki. Nicki owes the world an apology. Nicki owes us all an apology. Don't nobody owe Nicki an apology. Nicki owes us all an apology. You want to know why? Lied on your dead mama. Lied on your dead mama. Lied on your dead mama. She owed the world an apology. Don't nobody owe Nicki shit. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? Man, Nicki need to leave people alone and go raise her child. Shouldn't they be over there watching Gracie's Corner or something? I don't know. No, don't nobody owe Nicki nothing. Don't nobody owe nothing to Nicki Minaj. Okay? It's over. Nicki just need to go sit down somewhere else. That's it. All she got to do is go lay down. That's it. That's it. Okay? But shout out to Dez Bryant. He still ain't said he didn't want the fade. Sounds like Dez still want the fade. And I don't blame him. I would want the fade too. Especially after you're going to tell me you're going to go get that little nigga. Yeah, go get him. Go get him. Get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video before we get into Umar Johnson right quick. Let's get a little commercial break. Y'all like the video, like the video, like the video.
Let's go, Miss Peggy.
Y'all making it.
Let's go, Peggy. Miss Peggy Bother, Peggy Bother, Peggy Bother. Make that ass drop, make that ass rock. Ooh, make that ass drop, make that ass rock. Ooh, do it for a whopper, make it wobble for a whopper. Wobble for a whopper, make it wobble for a whopper. Ooh, Peggy Sue, ooh, Peggy, ooh, Peggy, Peggy, ooh. Peggy about to say she about to work it like a black girl. Make that ass jump, make it rock like a black girl. Rock. You fine, Peggy. You fine, Peggy. Ooh, you fine, Peggy. Ooh, bow-legged Peggy and a booty kind of heavy. Bend it on over, girl, toot it like a levy. Bow-legged Peggy, booty kind of heavy. Bend that ass over, toot it like a levy. Lift that ass, lift that ass, lift that ass. Ooh, Peggy about to work, she about to rock, she about to move, she about to make it. Oh, this Peggy.
Do your hand like this. Yeah, gotcha. Cause I'm black, niggas the black, the nigga black, niggas the black, the nigga I'm black, niggas the black, the nigga black, the nigga black, the nigga I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown, I'm black and I'm brown. You got to say, they want the black. Cause I'm black, niggas the black, the nigga black, I can never be white, the white. Shake, if your leg, wiggle, lift your leg, bounce, lift your leg, hustle, lift your leg, if your leg is around, let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put your, if your leg is around, let me see you put your hands up. Put your hands up, black. Make that booty go round and round. I'm Louis Vuitton Brown. Make that booty go round and round. They make us. I'm Louis Vuitton Brown.
And we are back. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Shout out to everybody in the building. Get the likes up on the video. Now we got to get into Umar in this school, child. So, okay, Dr. Umar, I told y'all Pan-Africanism is falling as it should. I told y'all a lot of other things are falling, and they're falling because we are in a great awakening, okay? No matter what you believe we are as a title, no matter who you believe we are, at the end of the day, things have to fall for us to make up, okay? Or at least to build up. Now, we're in the fight for our identity as Black Americans on this soil. We have a lot of people who are trying to attack us. We are under attack by many, many men. We have no allies as it pertains to as far as collective groups. I do know that we have allies as far as people, but I'm speaking of collective groups. We don't have any, right? So right now, Black America is we got our back against the wall against everybody. And let me say this, when it comes to Dr. Umar, he's one of those people who were, I believe, strategically placed in our community. Remember, he was keeping the Pan-African ideals alive during a time where we started to venture off into other things. This is when the conscious community first started popping off. So we getting into Egyptology, we getting into Moorish science, we get into all types of stuff. Dr. Umar, in my opinion, I believe his job was to keep the Pan-African idealism going. Now, mind you, it's not a deeply rooted idealism, but it is still rooted because it came out in the 80s. Our parents and our grandparents, well, not grandparents, but our parents were taught about this African-American term, and Black America just kind of took over it, or at least accepted the term. I'll just say that, accepted the term. So him being a Pan-Africanist at the time that he was, being extremely charismatic, very a great orator. He's very palatable for people to digest. He's a bit of a information overloadist, but yet and still, he's still one of those people that people like. He has the it factor. Dr. Umar, whether you like him or not,
Dr. Umar has access to no.
has the je ne sais quoi, as some of the French might say. I don't even know if that's really a French word, but he has the je ne sais quoi that a lot of people lack. And people like him with those gifts tend to do well with groups of people because they have a way of getting into people's into their hearts and their pocketbooks for that matter. But either way, like I told y'all last time, his downfall had been on a rise for a long time. We started seeing rumors about him messing with white girls. Then we started seeing rumors about him having stuff going on with the school. And the next thing you know, it was the big woman popped up to the show with the doggone bag and threw it at him and said they were together the night before when he lied. Y'all didn't believe him just because she was big. I didn't understand that. Then we had to turn around with the Lene woman who was taking care of his mother, even though he claimed he only been with her 3 times. Then on top of that, his daughter's wigging out. She's homeless, peeing in streets and all this. The downfall of Umar Johnson had been happening before our eyes for a long time. People stopped listening to Dr. Umar when it comes to Pan-African ideas. To be completely honest, it was starting to be more people outside of Black America doing it and listening to it more than in Black America. And he understood that. I want to say that's why he was extremely critical of us. Even if you weren't one of the Black Americans who weren't going full indigenous or Indian way. Remember, he called us pretendians. Even if you were going FBA way, meaning you were going toward the idea of we are foundational to this country and we have indigenous roots, Umar wasn't trying to hear none of that because it all put a dent in his pocketbook. He wasn't trying to hear none of it, okay? So he was trying to continue to push this Pan-African idealism, but we were still moving and advancing to something other than what we have been taught. Because we're starting to open our eyes and see that, girl, we getting the short end of the stick. So anyways, the daughter come out, the girl comes out, all this stuff comes out about the mama, allegedly. I didn't say it. Somebody else said allegedly. He pulling out guns on the people who want to see the mama in the family, all types of stuff. And then here he comes sitting in the car after that lady almost eated his ass. He comes sit in the car talking about how he ain't got no money and he broke. We're going to get into the original message Umar came on here and told us. Now, according to Umar, he has 2 accounts. One a business, one is a personal. They're both at the same bank, but the business account is for the school Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, FDMG school. Now, he's claiming that somebody tried to hack his account. And so what the bank did was shut and froze both of his accounts. Well, no, he said shut them down because he said when he called, they said the accounts didn't even exist originally. So he's saying that the bank froze his assets in his account. I'm sorry. And then basically he was strapped for cash, allegedly. Let's get into the original video of him begging for money. Get the lights up. Oh, I ain't put the doggone volume on.
Personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/UmarThePsychologist, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or hit my Apple Pay using my cell number 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. I've never asked the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I've only asked you to donate to the FDMG Academy for Boys. I don't have any sons. I have 2 daughters. So the FDMG campaign is a selfless project, mission, and service to provide our boys with the education that they deserve. But right now, I don't have any money because my account was frozen by my bank because someone has been trying to hack into my account, hack into FDMG Academy account.
So the FDMG Academy account is frozen. My personal account is also frozen. That means we're going to lapse on our utility bills. We're going to lapse on our internet bill. We're going to lapse on a lot of our bills at FDMG. The bank is not giving me a timeline as to when the situation is going to be resolved.
He already preparing y'all for asking for money in the future when he say my internet bill is gonna lapse, my light bill is gonna lapse. When he start talking about all them bills that's about to lapse, he's already mentally preparing his supporters to be prepared to give him more money. Let me tell you what it is, though, too. I said this before. I never understood how this man could get on this internet for 10 plus years and ask for donations, and the IRS ain't never knocked this nigga head off. I don't understand that. Some people are speculating that nobody tried to hack his account, that it's the government. It's basically the money police, the IRS. Some people are saying that them folks done hacked the account and then froze the account. Some people saying he ain't had no money from the gate. Allegedly, legend has it, he ain't had no money off the cuff, so what's the point? Okay. I'm starting to believe he never had money. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I'm starting to believe he had no money. Because the way he's saying the bank is moving, I've never seen a bank move like that. But again, I'm not rich. Well, hell, neither is he. What am I thinking? But I've never seen a bank that'll completely hold all your money and not give you any type of access to anything. Girl, the bank will even, and I'm just assuming, I know back in the day, girl, they used to give you a little ATM card or something, some type of temporary card to get you something. So you mean to tell me the bank got all your money? I just find that hard to believe. I don't believe he ever had any money. I think he was broke off the cuff. I think that this is all a lie. Either way, so Umar is saying that he's broke and he needed help, and he's getting you guys prepared mentally, like I said, to be ready to give him more money, because he's already talking about bills lapsing. Now, this is my thing. How would the bills lapse if you wasn't locked out of your bank a week yet? It's only been a week. A week. What you mean the bill's gonna lapse? We hadn't even gone through 30 days. He's already preparing for the bills to lapse at the school. I don't even know if he really even owned that school. I don't know. I don't know. And let me say this too, because I'm glad somebody said that the banks are shutting suspected accounts down. If y'all got money and all your money is in the bank, you are messed up. Ma'ams and sirs, listen to me and listen to me good, because outside of Umar, the banks are taking more control of people's money. If you have money and everything that you have is inside of a bank account, you are doing it wrong. What you need to be doing is taking some of that money. I don't care if it's a 10%, 5%, 20%. I don't care how much. You need to have cash on you, period, point blank. If you put all your money in an account, you are wrong, and you're going to mess yourself over with that. Also, you shouldn't have all your money in one account. Now, if you ain't got a lot of money, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But if you got money to where like you saving and all that stuff, do not have all your money in one account. Please don't do that. That's the worst thing you could do. Okay, these banks are. Can I give y'all the conspiracy theory part of it? I'll give you the conspiracy theory part of it. Once they get rid of that buffer class of people economically, they're gonna have either rich or poor. And I think one of the ways they're gonna be able to do that is starting to take control of people's monies in their banks. They're gonna start shutting people money down in their bank. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? I believe that even though you feel like you got this amount of money, because now they have full control over it, you won't. And they'll be able to tell you how much you could spend, how much you can't spend, where you could go, where you can't. You know what I mean? Like that. There's a reason why they wanted all of our currency digital. That's my conspiracy theory brain, though. I don't know. I mean, right now, think about it. Right now, if you want to spend $10,000 out your bank account, the bank got to give you approval. You got to go to the bank and say, hey, Mr. Bank, say I got $100,000 in my account right now, and I want to take $10,000 out right now. Or let's say I want to swipe my card for $10,000. When I go to swipe, the register going to say decline. And they're going to print out a receipt that say, call your bank. How Kaya told resume call your daddy. See, that's how it works. See, when you go to spend $10,000 or more from your account, and you go to swipe that card, or you go to hit the whatever you do, they send you a call that say Reggie call your daddy, and then you call the bank, and the bank say, hey, how you doing? And you say, hey, how you doing? And they say, I'm fine, it's good. How's the weather over there? They're gonna make the small talk. Then they're gonna say, so what you about to do? And then you gonna say, well, I want to get 10,000 of my money. And then the bank gonna say, I get that, but what you about to do? And then you gonna say, well, girl, I want to buy me a car. And then the bank gonna say, wait, let me see what we can do. And then the bank gonna come back and say, okay, girl, yeah, I went and talked to my boss. You can have your money. You can have your money. You can have $10,000 of your money. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. If you don't know, now you know. If you want to spend $10,000 of, I don't care if you transferring it from this account to the next, I don't care what you doing. When you get to a $10,000 cap, you got to get approval from your bank. So like I say, if you got if we're there now, imagine where we could be. You see what I'm saying? If right now you need approval to spend your money, imagine them telling you what you can and can't do. Okay. But with that being said, he's claiming both his monies or both his accounts was in the same bank, and they shut down the bank and he has no liquid cash. I'm saying all this to say, you guys do not ever be caught without liquid cash. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's $20. I don't care what it is. You need to always have liquid cash, okay? So you won't be on here begging and pleading like Umar, the Prince of Pan Coochie, okay? Now, that happens. We thinking, okay, it's about a week then passed. He should be good. No. According to Umar, he's still locked out the account. Umar said he's still locked out. He still need money. The bank said it's going to take till at least Friday. He said, and for him, that sounds like Monday. And that, you know what that also means? He's preparing you to also send more donations. Let's get into Umar down to the schoolhouse girl.
To the haters, instigators, and defamers, that's all we gonna say. That's all we ain't got no.
Now, why he had to flip the bird on us? What we did, nigga. First and foremost, every time Umar go on a platform and he talk about what people doing for the community, the first thing he do is tell us how he the only person building the school for Black children. Ain't that what he be saying? Why they don't have no institutions? I'm the only scholar Black brother with institutions. Now that your ass is broke, borrowed, and begging, now you want to get on here and flip the bird at us because we done called you out. Nigga, you out of pocket. Nigga, flip that hand around and flip it at yourself. As a matter of fact, it ain't our fault. Nigga, you got caught with your drawers down. It ain't our fault. And I'm so tired of him going live outside of that damn shell he called a school.
No more words. We ain't got no more words, brothers and sisters. I'm at the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. The accounts are still frozen. We're looking into it. The accounts are still frozen, brothers and sisters. We're supposed to hear back Friday. That sounds like Monday to me. The bank is giving us the runaround. We ain't got our check back. So we're about to operate attorneys. Attorneys is about to get involved because we were told that when your account gets canceled, you're supposed to get your refund check for the amount that was in the account. We have not received that yet. So there's some funny business going on right now, brothers and sisters. They messing with our to the haters.
I want to see it one more time.
Instigators and defamers. That's all we gonna say.
It's the middle finger for me. How you mad at us when you need money from us? How you gonna flip the bird at us when you need the money? You out of pocket, Umar. Jermaine, you out of pocket. Okay. Now, first and foremost, him sitting on here talking about it's gonna take till Monday, and he not worried about the detractors and the haters and all that stuff. And this, none of this sounds logical. Only your slow followers gonna continue to send you their money. That's it. Yeah, with that chunky ass middle finger. I ain't gonna tell you what I was thinking about when I seen it though, but that's neither here nor there. Umar, shut your crazy ass up. This is what I want to know. Are we haters and detractors? Or are you? Because you sat up there and told us the school was going to be open 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And here we go. You still outside the school with that Cuban headband on. I don't know what the hell that is. And now you want to point the middle finger at us. You out of pocket, chubby chaser. That ain't on us, nigga. You done collected all of that money and you still outside sweeping in front of the door. No wonder they running around there leaving beer cans and old soda cans in front of the door. I go around there and throw shit at the door too. Shit, I'm tired of walking past this school. If I walk past the school at 5 where dreams are going, and I walk back past at 25 and the school still ain't open, nigga, I go around there and open and get 5 pounds of crawfish and throw all the crawfish heads at the school too. I vandalized that goddamn school too. You out of pocket. And he looked like he musty. He looked like he smelled like sweat and must. He looked like one of them niggas that, you know what I mean? Like they not dirty, but they funky. You feel what I'm saying? He looked like he ain't washed that screen tee in 30 years. Or the doggone headband. He look a hot ass mess. He look hot, bothered, musted, and disgusted. Now he won't turn his middle finger at us. We ain't did you nothing, nigga. If anything, we should be turning it at you.
Bills, they messing with our automatic payments. They messing up a lot of stuff with this frozen account. They froze me and they froze the school. That's all right. That's all right. We're going to stay patient. We're going to stay.
And can I say this too? Because Dr. Umar has a 501c3. That is a nonprofit organization. I don't know if he has a board, but he should. If you know anything about a nonprofit organization, when you run a nonprofit organization, do you know that you are liable to, not liable, you have to report earnings to certain people on the board and or members? Who on the board? He got a 501c3. He got a nonprofit for this school. Who on the board? Who know how? Who can confirm? As a matter of fact, where is his treasurer? Dr. Umar shouldn't even be on here talking to you. At the end of the day, he should have his treasurer right here. Like, hey, we've been going through this with the, you know what I mean? Where is your secretary? Where's your treasurer? Where's your president? Where's your vice president? Like, y'all don't see the play. This nigga just on here saying anything. He shouldn't even be the one on here telling y'all about what's going on. Because he's, again, we should, not we, because I've never donated. Because according to Umar, if you ain't donate, he said, then you don't have no say so. But if you've ever donated, you have every right to see the books. That's for anybody who's ever donated to, what is it? Y'all have a right to see the books. If not, he should have a doggone board of members who have rights to see the books. Okay? If he don't have a board of members, then he's doing it wrong. Okay? So don't let that go over y'all head. This nigga been scamming for a long time.
Stay positive, and we're going to see what they say on Friday, no later than Monday. But we need our check back so we can open up a new account and keep the ball rolling. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things. I'm only going to say this to the Ifa Tunde faithful. Don't get put in the book of Negroes. We say this to the defamers, the instigators, and the haters. All YouTubian struggle streamers out there. First of all,
speaking of YouTubian struggle streamers, there's a YouTube page called King Kong Consciousness or something like that. And Umar claims that he does not run that page, yet he knows who runs it. Now that King Kong Consciousness, is that the name of the page? That King Kong Consciousness page on YouTube got hundreds of thousands of followers. Every time that page upload a video, it goes crazy. Now remember Umar claiming he don't know nothing about it. He ain't never, you know, that ain't his page. I've always believed that was his page though. Because that page, I don't believe Umar would allow somebody knowingly allow somebody to make that much money off of him and he don't do nothing about it. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But he this a funny dude.
Get 67 million hits on my Instagram a month, more than everybody else in the conscious community put together. Let me say it again. I get 67 million hits a month on my Instagram, more than everybody. Bills.
If he gets 67 million hits on Instagram a month, why doesn't that translate to money? And if it does, what you doing with it? See, what y'all don't understand is him putting out these stats of hits and all this stuff. If he's doing his business correctly, he should be getting money from that. Not all of it, because obviously people gonna steal content, but ultimately he should be getting paid from that. What? I'm confused. You got 67 million hits, but you on here begging for donations. That doesn't make sense. And what you're doing is you're just adding more fuel to the fire. I don't know if he really don't have nothing to do with these IG and YouTube pages, but if you do, you really put a bigger target on your back if the money police is on your ass. Because now they're talking about more. They're looking at more money that you allegedly would have had coming in. I'm just saying.
They messing with our automatic payments. They mess else in the conscious community put together. So my struggle streamers keep on struggling to bring me down. Oh, yes. Struggle streamers keep on struggling to bring me down. Oh, yes. With your 5,000 views, your 20,000 views, your 800 views, your 50,000 views. Struggle streamers, keep on trying to take down King Kong. I want you to keep on trying to take down King Kong with my 67 million Instagram views a month. What y'all going to do when my Go Live channel is ready? What are y'all going to do when my independent Go Live channel is ready? I'm going to kill the whole movement, brothers and sisters. Else in the conscious community put together. So
Umar is still in need, and I know that people are going to support Umar, and I'm not even mad at it. Honestly, the dude is charismatic. People like Umar. I think he's funny AF. I understand when I see Umar on TikTok and I see them little videos on Instagram, I laugh with the rest of y'all. I just don't take him serious when it comes to this Pan-African bullcrap. And the thing is, I understand and know how to differentiate the two. I know how to laugh at his comedy and separate the Pan-African stuff. Most people can't. Most people laugh at the comedy and then go along with any and everything else he says. And that's a problem. But now he's on his way out the door and he need more money. Talking about the bank, talking about Friday to Monday. Watch when Friday or Monday come here. It's going to be some more stuff. I went down a rabbit hole somewhere, I can't remember, of Umar. This isn't his first rodeo of every time it's time to produce, allegedly, every time it's time to produce, here he come hollering about, oh, well, this happened. They hacked the account. They hacked the Cash App. They hacked the PayPal. Somebody always hacking his accounts. Y'all don't find that funny? And ever since somebody said he was an addict, I can't unsee it now. Now I look at him differently. Now they could be lying. Umar may not be on nothing. I don't know if it's true or not. But ever since that person said that Umar was on drugs, I cannot unsee it. Even in his mannerisms, now I'm looking at him different. And he's starting to look to me a little different. So I don't know. But I do believe that there's some addiction somewhere, because somewhere money is just going out. And at a fast pace, at a very fast pace. I don't know where it's going, but at something, there's some sort of addiction there. I don't care if it's women, I don't care what it is. There's some sort of addiction there, but I don't buy this whole Umar Johnson, I'm building a school. It was, listen, to the black women out here, and a lot of us get caught up, and I'm not trying to act like I'm holier than thou, because I'd have been stupid behind a nigga. These men understand your plights. Like Dr. Umar, I'm gonna give you the real. Dr. Umar tapped into a niche and into a group of people that he knew he could exploit and run away with, and nobody would say nothing. It is the poor single mother, the poor Black single mother. Nobody gives a damn about the poor Black single mama. As a matter of fact, a lot of the time, the poor Black single mama, not just a Black single mama, but the poor Black single mama is typically uneducated, typically has gone through traumatic situations in her life, typically have issues going on in her household with her children. That's the group of people Umar decided to go and attach himself to. And those people, a lot of those people, you know how y'all say Stockholm syndrome and trauma bonding and all that stuff. These are the people who really believe in Umar because he's the first person to see them. You see what I'm saying? He's the first person to see them and acknowledge the situation that they have. He running around here hollering, Black queens forever, snow bunnies never, to a poor Black woman who been used and abused by every man who ever come across her. And you got this nigga. I'm talking about dark-skinned, nappy-head nigga standing in front of you talking about Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. That'll make any woman feel good. Especially a poor Black single mama. I ain't got nothing else to make me feel good. You see what I'm saying? Men typically in his situation, I'm talking about if I'm in a poor black single mother's point of view, men in his situation typically go get with white women. But he on the internet saying, Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Oh, and by the way, he acknowledged my son. He don't dismiss my son. He acknowledged my son. He can actually help me to understand why my son may be going through psychologically some of the things that he's going through. And don't get me wrong. Listen, I can't Jeff for none of that other stuff Umar be talking about. But when Umar be on that psychology tip, he don't be lying. He be spot on with the psychology stuff. I can't speak to none of the other shit he be talking about. But the psychology shit, I don't know if he really got a degree or if he really went and did his own studies. I got a degree in psychology. He be spot on with that psychology shit. When it comes to psychology, listen to the nigga. He ain't lying about that. He might be panhandling. He might ask you for some money. But when it comes to the psychology shit, he ain't lying about that. But all that other stuff. But I'm saying all this to say, Umar has taken that unseen single poor Black mama who's struggling with work, struggling with household, struggling with the kids, struggling with the kids' daddy, struggling with bills. Umar has made that woman become seen. And not only that, he's given that woman false hope that he could help her raise her son and also have other father figures, be a father figure not only to her son. Because if I'm gonna be honest, when those women hear your boys need a father figure or a mentor, a lot of times those women hear, maybe I have a chance or a second chance at somebody being in my life. Not all of them, but some of them do think that you being in my son's life could be you being in my life as well. You see what I'm saying? And I think that him going tap into that niche of women, Black women, who the most vulnerable of us all, I think that makes him a predator to me. To me, you're a predator. It's almost like going pick on the special needs kids. And I'm not saying that to say that those women are special needs. So I don't want to say that. I'm saying it's almost like you have a high advantage. You know what I mean? You have a way larger advantage over the people that you're taking advantage of. So take that away. I don't mean to, because that's not what I'm saying. But the jig is up. The jig is up. Your time is up. I told y'all the earth is repairing itself. And I also told y'all that the Most High is knocking down a lot of barriers. The ancestors, our ancestors, are knocking down a lot of stuff that was in our way that was keeping us away from this knowledge. Umar is one of them people. They was knocking them down like bowling pins. Umar is one of them people. At one point in time, the conscious community on YouTube was the biggest thing ever. Now it's crickets from them niggas. The Most High and the ancestors in the universe are working together to move all these obstacles out your way so you can see what it is you need to see, for you to understand what it is you need to understand. It's going to be some of them we like. I actually like Umar as a comedian and as far as what he spit with his psychology. But what he doing to the people, I can't stand him for that. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's going to be some of these people that's going to go down. There's going to be some people we like. That's why I told y'all, detach yourself from these people. You got to detach yourself from them people. Because when it's time for them to go, you don't want to be holding on and get dragged down with them. So like I said, the ancestors and the Most High moving mountains to make sure that you can get all the information you need. I never thought I'd see the day from when Umar would go from giving college graduation commencement speeches to standing in front of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey School Academy or whatever the hell it is, fidgeting, hollering about hit the cash app, hit the cash app, hit the cash app. I never thought I'd see it. That's crazy work. But like I said, disconnect yourself from these people. Disconnect yourself from these people. The Most High and the ancestors and the universe are plucking them down one by one. They're just plucking them. Bloop, bloop, bloop. You better detach yourself from all of them. Not just Umar, from all of them. You best detach yourself. If not, you're going to be in a world of trouble. You're going to get plucked right with them. Bloop, 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 bloop. He's just plucking them. He's plucking them down. I'm just telling you now. I'm just telling you now. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please. And thank you, please. And thank you. Did I look at this? Just Lou, thank you for the super chat. Says just showing some love while I work and listen. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Miss Deborah, thank you so much for being a member for 15 months. Says pressing toward 50K, almost there. Smash the like button and subscribe, girl. Yes, both are free. Y'all subscribe to the channel, please, and thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Deborah. Sharpe, thank you for the super chat. Says I never followed nor contributed. I did admire Dr. Umar when I thought he was sincere. Now he's just pitiful. But you know what's crazy? And I did a video on it a long time ago. I remember his daddy came out and said that he ain't to be trusted. His daddy came out and said that. And I had been hearing stuff, but you got to keep in mind, Umar kind of took off. He got like low-key famous. So when he took off, like it was hard for a lot of people to make heads or tails of what was. But now, yeah, he's very pitiful now. He looking a mess now. Truth be told, thank you for the super chat. Says FDMG, fuck them mamas good and do. That's what the school really fuck. Yeah, Carmen, you ain't see that? Girl, don't make me go get that video. Hold on. Carmen, you ain't see his daddy again? I did a whole video on that. That was a while ago. Hold on. Y'all ain't see his daddy get on here and say that Umar ain't worth a dime? I'm gonna see if I can put it up on TikTok too. That way I don't have to. Girl, let me get Umar daddy on here. I thought y'all knew that. Girl, where y'all antennas was? Let me see. Let me see if I can find it on here. Yeah, I did a whole video with Umar's father. Umar daddy had came on here and said that Umar is not to be trusted. I think I still got the video on my phone. If not, I'll pull it up now. Say less. You know I'll pull it up. Let me see. Let me find it on TikTok. Yeah, girl. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm about to see if I can pull it up. His dad had came out a while ago. Ooh, and I can see right here where he's talking about reconciling with his daddy. Hold on. Let me get his daddy on here. Oh, here you go. Say less. Here go Umar daddy right here. Here go Umar daddy right here. I did a whole video on that. I hope it didn't go with my other channel. I hope it didn't go away with that. Look.
In clinical psychology, in particular with children, can you speak on, to your best of your knowledge, Umar Johnson's history with clinical psychology with children, and when the last time he practiced with children?
No.
Can you tell us the last time he was a principal in a school, and what school that was?
I'll reiterate again. When he got involved with the conscious community and things of that nature, he was an adult. He did what he wanted to do. He's a grown man. He did not update me on everything he was doing. Frankly, I was shocked when I saw him in all his glory. I had no clue that this is what he had amounted to. Okay, because I travel quite a bit. I had my own personal life, stay pretty busy. So when I saw what I saw, I was just in a gas. I was aghast by it. And that's why I spoke out for the first time back then. And as far as his credentials, look, I attended my son's graduation. And I'm not gonna go through all that again. I've been to his graduation, I was there. I've graduated from college. I realized that you could walk without your paper. I know that. But I had no reason to doubt that he had his degree. Did I see it? No. Do I doubt it? No. That's the best I can say.
On Umar Johnson and his
I know it's kind of low, but what he was saying was that basically they asked him about him being a doctor. The daddy said he can't confirm. He said, now he did go to a graduation. He said, however, he knows also that you can walk without actually graduating. That's a fact. Okay. But he was also saying that as far as his study and all that stuff, he didn't know nothing about this Umar character until he was an adult. He said Umar didn't get into this conscious community stuff until he became an adult. That's what he said. Then he also said that he don't know as far as like if he's a doctor or not, but he just said that, a lot of things are new to him. That's the daddy. I did a whole video. I sure hope that video didn't go away. Let me see if I can find another video. Because they was asking him I did a whole whoop on that. I did a whole thing on this with his daddy. I did a whole video, girl. Hold on. I do see on here, they asked him about reconciling with his daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Was your father involved in your life?
No.
Do you know him?
Yes.
So you could reach out to him if you needed to?
Yeah.
You know where he is if you needed to find him?
Yeah, I know where he at.
Okay. Part of your insecurity comes from the fact that your father didn't pour into you the way a father.
This is the craziest part. I'm not saying that Umar's daddy, and I can't even play this for the music, and I'm not saying that Umar's daddy didn't pour into him. However, Umar hadn't spoken to his daddy at one point. I don't know now, but at one point he hadn't spoken to his daddy in years. Yet Umar on the internet telling somebody they need to be close to their daddy. Make it make sense. I want to find that video that I did a whole video about Umar and his daddy. And the daddy was on here saying all types of stuff. I'm looking for it on my YouTube. I hope I didn't put it on the other channel and then when they took the other channel, which I'm kind of working on now, y'all. So just bear with me. I'm working on it. I don't see that damn video. Man, it was a while ago. I'm going to find it. It was a while ago I did a video on Umar and his daddy. But now, it's some questions about it. But I told y'all, I believe the conscious community, I believe Sinetta's platform was the CIA anyway. And I said what I said. I believe it was created to keep confusion amongst us anyway. Yeah, he is a charlatan and a hustler. Absolutely, he is. Absolutely. Freedmen's Network, thank you for the super chat. Says Brooklyn still loves Voodoo Doll. Speaking of Brooklyn, I'm gonna be in town Friday. What y'all wearing? Y'all be wearing sandals out there? Or y'all still wearing butters? My friend told me y'all be out there wearing Timbs and all of that. I'm gonna be out there Friday. But either way, y'all, I have to get off the live. You guys, thank y'all so much for being here. Shout out to everybody in the building. Nia, don't get me started. Look what they did to Young Pharaoh. And let me say this before we get off of here. Young Pharaoh, to me, was the most promising of all of them. To me. in my opinion, if I had to rate them from the conscious community, Neil, and anybody else, in my opinion, this is just me, and I used to be heavy. You got so heavy, I was heavy over there. Do you understand me? In my opinion, young Pharaoh, if these brothers never went astray, they were going to be forces to be reckoned with. This is just me. Young Pharaoh, Polite, Seti, who else? And I still think Seti is a force to be reckoned with. He just got to update his little information a little bit. But other than that, Seti Cole. Who else? It's so many of them. It's some of them that they just had it. Them niggas would have took off and could have really took the whole black community somewhere. If they didn't have the stuff they had going on, them niggas could have took the black community and put it on their bikes and really could have ran off in the sunset with us. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you. I like Pharaoh the most out of all of them because to me, in my opinion, from what I saw in young Pharaoh, he was more well-rounded, more diverse. To me, I feel like Pharaoh could, in his prime, Pharaoh could debate anybody. In my opinion, in young Pharaoh's prime, put him on a debate, I'm putting my money on him. I don't care who it's with. Back then. You know what I'm saying? But again, if these brothers had not went the way that they went and did the things that they did, they really could have put the entire black community on their backs. For real. You talking about messiahs? All three of them niggas could have been messiahs. I ain't even gonna hold you. With the amount of information, with the amount of knowledge and studying, man, them brothers was deep. You know who else too? What's that boy in jail? I like that boy with the locks. Not the one who was over there with the 3-guard. Not the 3-guard nigga. The nice one, the other one. What's the boy name, girl? Y'all know what I'm talking about. They lied and said he was doing something he ain't had no business, but he really didn't do it. Oh, girl, what's the man name? Ooh, I saw when Pharaoh got Rizza Islam. Ooh, Rashad Jamal. That's his name. Rashad Jamal. I like me some Rashad. That nigga cold too. That brother, yeah. Him. Oh, I got to add. Oh, if I gotta put my boys up there, I gotta put Rod Hayes up there too. Rod Hayes going up there, and I said what I said, and I'm fighting behind that. Gotta put Rod Hayes up there, man. Look, not Nature Boy though, not Nature Boy. I never really could get with Nature Boy, but see that Rod Hayes, Rashad Jamal, them brothers really could have. Man, look. Bless ups to the brothers. Anyway, let me get off of here, y'all. I'm not gonna come back later, but I'm definitely gonna give y'all some more content. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all also, like I said, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We do this Monday through Friday. It's the morning Joce. Okay. And with that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, bro. Love y'all down to the ground. Make sure y'all take care of each other and don't send Umar crazy ass no more money. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.